Good evening, America. Um, Welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Saying. I'm your host, James Workman, and you know what? I just like to start out by saying I'm happy as I'll get out. I got to talk to one of my oldest sisters. I ain't got to talk to him forever, and I just got to talk to her just a little bit ago. So you know what? I'm still on cloud nine from that. So I'm happy as I'll get out. And to you, sis, and to all my sisters, I love you. Um, Guys, I think I might have jumped the gun by with the whole Trump thing. I still support the man. Like I said, he's cuckoo, but he's cuckoo in all the right ways. You got to understand, Michael Jackson, Elvis, Prince, geniuses, all cuckoo by far. Donald Trump falls in there. Cuckoo, but a genius. And the way I see it, I still believe he can handle billions of dollars. I'm sure he can handle trillions of dollars in debt. And the way I see it, I still believe he is the man to get us out of this whole thing. And guys, please stand behind me on this. I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it. And I do believe if anybody can get us out of this deficit, it is him. And, at first, everybody was giving, President Obama a hard time about a birth certificate. And that was just politically. And I believe that it might have been, his own people to start that because, any publicity is great. Bad, good, it doesn't matter. If you're on the news, your name is out there. So it doesn't matter. And I don't believe the man ever had to show a birth certificate, which I never seen it. And I don't really care about it. But like I said, Donald Trump took $1 million. Back in the day, $1 million was a bunch. Back in the early 1900s, $1 million a bunch. 1970 and above, $1 million ain't much. A good piece of land is going to cost you $200,000. And that might be an acre. Location, location, location. I know my parents, they bought a double wide with a half an acre of land, and it costed them $200 and some thousand. Like I said. And they had all right credit too, so just throwing that out there. $1 million ain't gonna get you much. You can spend $1 million in 6 months. I know I've probably spent at least $250,000 on drugs in 2 years. Not on drugs. That's doing a lot of dope. So, like I said, I still stand behind you, Donald. And if anybody could get us out of this deficit, I do believe it is you. Just calm down on the cuckoo, because when you first took office, we thought, well, being for the fact we see ISIS is falling out, they're not as strong as they claimed that they were, and they're not even cuckoo enough to be able to make a difference, you know what I mean? But Donald is that cuckoo to be able to make a difference. We thought it would be Russia, North Korea, it doesn't matter, but he went after a talk show host or whatever that lady was, and, you go into office, you don't think public enemy number one, talk show host. What? Huh? Just because she said something you didn't like? Now, Donald, that was a little petty there, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. But as far as it goes, guys, I want y'all to get clear up on my face when I say this. As you're going to see, and as I start to build my fan base up, guys, I love everybody anyway, so I want y'all to see when I say, guys, to the people who know me and the people that's going to get to know me, I love you, and I'm going to stand beside every single one of y'all, no matter what. But other than that, I did a thing earlier about this thing I'm wanting to do up at the park here. it's going to be, you know, $5 up front seating, $10 in the back, or $10 up front, $5 in the back, excuse me. Sorry, I know I messed that up. We're going to have a good time. You know, it's not going to just be me doing comedy. It's going to also, I got a couple other good comedy buddies, and, you know, I'm trying to work on a couple of big names to also come out. You know, now when they come out, you know, for their tickets, it's going to be whatever, you know, they charge. You know, I can't control that. But by the time it gets done and we get to the closer to where I start to selling tickets to go to the comedy show, I'll start, you know, I'll have a better price, you know. As far as I can tell, until I can get the big name I'm wanting to come, I'm going to have just, you know, $10 up front seating, $5 in the back, $1 a drink. Now, it is a church park, so it can't be alcohol there, but I have another couple locations where we can sell alcohol. So I'd like to do it at the park because it's got a bigger stage than another place that I can do it. But the other place also has a great stage just as well. And if not, I'll build a stage. That is how devoted I am to y'all and to what I'm doing. And this right here, I love this. I love hosting this show. I love coming up with stuff to do. You know, but I got a couple other things I got coming up as far as that comedy. I've also got a fundraiser I'm going to be coming up with. And here in West Virginia, there's a lot of people that's out of jobs. So I'm gonna start coming up with a fundraiser for the people that needs help paying bills. Because, you know, just because they got laid off doesn't mean they need to lose their stuff, because there ain't nothing worse than having bad credit. That's as far as that goes. Now, so let's, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, they need to have 2 side-by-sides and 5 4-wheelers. You know, if you ain't paid those off, that ain't my fault. You know, I'm going to help you pay your bills. Your electric, your water, your insurance on your cars. Stuff like that. Now, that's what I'm talking about. And I know a couple other people that is real close to me that have lost their jobs and need help badly. And one of them is very close to me. Very, very close to me. And I'm doing the best that I can to help them out. I love her. I love them with all my heart. And do anything in the world. And that's the only reason I'm bringing it to y'all's attention now. And it's not because I'm going to beg my fans for money. Because, you know what? That's not what this show's about. This show's about getting stuff out there that needs to be talked about that ain't being talked about, because all CNN cares about is Donald Trump said grab the pussy. I don't care what Donald Trump said. Guys, if it really affected you, then that means you don't have a life. You have nothing better to do with your time than complain about somebody that said grab the pussy. I'm sitting here saying it. Really? Grab the pussy. I love it. I love pussy. Anybody who knows me knows I do. It's great. It's awesome. It's juicy. It's delicious. We're wrong. Now you can run into something. We're going fishing, boys. Ha! I'm joking. I'm not joking. Like, literally, I don't care. You're dudes. You guys out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I don't really want to talk about this on this show because, you know, this is a family show too. You know. I did last night. I did do a 2-part to drugs, and everybody now knows that I struggle with it. I struggle with it to this day. I woke up this morning and I had a craving, and I really, really, really did want some badly, very badly. But instead of going and getting that, I did get up and I played with my little brother and my grandson, and I took my mind off from it. But now, the other parts, there is other parts going to be coming up to that. It will be coming up soon. I got, like, my wife and my sister and my mother and my father, and I'm trying to get my other sisters from South Carolina and all that to come on my show, and I might be able to get them to do a voice, do a phone call with them on the show, but I don't know if they'll be able to make it here to do the show. And if not, I'll see if I can meet them halfway, because, guys, I want to let y'all meet my sisters. They're awesome. You know, I only got sisters. My brothers, they're dead. But I got great sisters. And, you know, two of my sisters, my oldest sister and my fourth oldest sister, they're mannish enough. Because I'm telling you right now, when those two are together, they collide. I'm talking Jerry Springer ain't got nothing on them two. It's but it's my family. Everybody's got them. Listen, guys, we're also going to be doing, I got a couple other things going on. I'm also going to be doing a breast awareness thing, because there's a few people that has been near me, and not only for the ones that are close to me, but it's for everybody that needs the help, that can't work because of having breast cancer. And everybody knows cancer. It took a lot of my own family members out, and I know, and that's in 4 years. It took 9 of mine. And one of the 9 was suicide because he lost his dad. You know, let's face facts. That, and he did a lot of bad in his life. But I still love him, and I miss him, and he was awesome. But he had struggles in his life, same as every family out there. But I also got I got a lot of fun stuff coming planned for when it gets warm. Everybody's welcome to come. Some things are gonna be charged, and I like to state, the proceeds are going to people who can't pay their bills because of being laid off, and let's face facts, anybody that's ever been laid off, that check ain't much that you get. It helps, but you still lose stuff. People are going hungry. Kids in this state are going hungry, and it's not right. So let's do something about it, America. Because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I'm tired of being part of the problem. And you should be too. So let's be part of the solution. Because if you can't be part of the solution, you just need to leave. Let's face facts. Everybody knows. I've talked about it. If you don't like it, leave it. You know, and if we don't like you, we will make you leave. You know? Because the way I see it, kids shouldn't go hungry, and neither should the elderly. Nobody should ever have to go to bed with their stomach growling. And I'm sick and tired of that happening these days. Not in this day and time. It's 2018. Everybody should have 3 meals a day. And I'm talking healthy ones. Because, I mean, we don't need to be obese. And that's another thing we need to work on. But, America, and to my fans, and the ones that I'm getting, and to the people I know you, and that know me, I love you guys. It's the 15-minute mark. This is only a 15-minute show, unless I'm talking about something that is, well, this is very important. Cancer and hunger is very important, and in this state, it's very bad in West Virginia, and we live like a third world country here, basically. So, guys, everything I charge for goes to that. It goes to help get people to be able to pay their bills and help people do what they need to do in their day-to-day lives and hunger. So I hope to see y'all out there, and love you guys.